Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing another keg in the Beer Monster. This time it's going to be a keg of Budvar, Budweiser Budvar, but not the American Budweiser, the Czech one, the beer that's owned by the Czech government, or at least the Czech people. It's all, anyway, it's very Czech, I think is fair to say. Everyone knows it, it's the regular one, you know what I mean, you've seen the thumbnail. Yeah. That one. So yeah, let's get pouring. This is the first pint of it out of the machine, so it's probably going to be a little bit lively. I'm going to use my Brewtune lager glass for this one. Let's get pouring. As you may be able to tell over there, this is a qualitative 3 degrees. Not a bad looking first pint, has to be said. I think that might have been the smoothest opening pint to any keg so far on the Beer Monster machine. Don't know what that will mean for the conditioning of this beer going forward, but certainly, well, yeah, easy experience so far. The colour on this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Deep, blonde. I mean, it's just quality European lager, really. You know what to expect, and just look at it. Look at it. Head sticking around. Some good conditioning on there. And it's pretty warm today, so I reckon this is going to be, yeah, pretty top stuff. So, aromas. It expectedly has that crisp, malty, well-rounded, solid body of a, well, Czech Pilsner, Czech lager. It's got what you would expect from this beer. I kind of don't want to review this beer on its own just as a thing because it does vary slightly between different formats. But, well, in this so far, what you get on the aroma is exactly what you would expect from it in bottle or on tap. It really is just, yes. It's hit the nail on the head at the first mark. So, let's get into it. Cheers. Now, it is cold. Wow, and a big bit of bitterness. Now, I should probably fess something up here. This keg of beer is, if you bear with me, a mere 2 days before its best before. So technically it's still at its best, but only just. So we need to take that into consideration a bit here. Does it taste super fresh? No. But if you had that in a pub, I don't think you'd send it back. It's an intermediary, I guess, version of this beer. Having had this beer much fresher and properly on tap, it does come better than this. But this is quite a step forward compared to this in a can or a bottle. It does have a bit of a metallic effect that you tend to get out of the mini kegs that maybe you don't get in other formats. And unfortunately, like with almost everything in mini keg, it's suffering on the carbonation. It is not as fizzy as it normally would be. That said, this is a very fizzy beer, so actually bringing that down a bit, this is still very enjoyable. Dropping that carbonation does bring it a bit more into the kind of the deeper, breadier German lager realm, where it's just naturally not quite as carbonated, but there's still a big bit of bitterness at the back. Super refreshing. And actually, I've had a few of these kegs in the past, not on the Beer Monster, just for barbecues and stuff. And actually, the conditioning on this, compared to what it's like trying to get it out of just the plain keg, is leaps and bounds ahead. So, I mean, this beer style is very easy to be picky with. It's quite simplistic. Its kind of virtue is in its simplicities, but as a result, when something falls short, it's easier to pick up on it. Now, this is a bit long in the tooth in terms of age, so maybe the bitterness is a bit more than it should be. Maybe some of those more subtle flavours have dropped back. And of course, the carbonation isn't quite there. And even with all that in mind, I'd still rather be drinking this than a bottle or a can of this. The only thing that's going to beat it is the real deal fresh from a proper tap. So, hey, cheers. I am acutely aware that ultimately this is going to end up being quite a short video, but that is all you really need to know. Most people will have had this lager. If you haven't, then, well, it's probably one of the best you can easily get in the UK, so by all means go and try it. And to be honest, I'm not left disappointed. Would I buy this again on the Beer Monster? Yes, without doubt. And next time, I'd hope to drink it a bit quicker, because that has been sat in my garage for quite a few months now. Just, well, I forgot about it, truth be told, so my bad. But yeah, massive thumbs up. Few complaints as always, but to be honest, absolutely solid. Looking forward to the next 7 pints of it. And that is all I have to say about it, really. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you haven't already, subscribe if you will be so kind. And I'll catch you next time. Cheers.